Dennis Ash here with InTheGarden.tv. I have a very special guest, the owner of the welterweight belt of the UFC.
Hi sir, how are you?
Pleasure to meet you. Let's start off. Let me ask you something about your fight with Fitch. What was that move about before the match when you ran your hand across your chest and then licked your hand before? What was that about?
I don't know. I think it's a nervous. I don't know, man. It's a nervous ritual that I do, and I don't even think about it, and I just.
So it wasn't necessarily for Fitch. It was could have been for any fighter.
I don't know. You're not the only one who asked me the question. I have no idea. I haven't seen it. I have to check the replay and check it because.
You haven't even watched the fight yet. After
yes, I did, but I haven't paid attention to this thing.
Okay. And you know what? Something else I wanted to tell you. I thought Fitch was going to win, and I gotta tell you, you won me over as a fan.
You lost some money, man.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. I didn't bet. I'm glad, but you know, I thought he had a good chance. And,
It
was very impressive. Very good fight. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you very much. He did very well. I was very well prepared, and you know, when you're very well prepared and you train very hard, normally things go well.
I hear you. Talking about the Fitch, did you expect him to make it past the third round? I mean, you were doing really well. You put a lot of pressure on him. You really, you know.
I always expect the worst scenario. So like that, when I'm able to finish my opponent, I take it. You know. So I always expect the worst. But he's a lot tougher than I thought. I knew a lot of people tried to submit him in the past, and they couldn't been able to finish him with submission. So I thought on standing up with a knockout, I would be able to knock him out. But he came back all the time. He's like the Terminator.
It was tough. You hit him with some hard shots too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Impressive. Okay, so this is your second time in Brazil here. You have a good friendship with Gustavo Machado, Shimu. You came here specifically for your jiu-jitsu, or you came for other aspects of the training as well? Because Gustavo has a background in Vale Tudo as well, and is known for his striking and his wrestling, especially his on the ground, his heel hooks, his leg locks, that sort of thing. Not so much for his jiu-jitsu. What aspect are you taking the most from your friendship with Shimu?
Well, he's a very well-rounded athlete. First of all, when I was training for my fight against Jon Fitch, Gustavo came in Canada to help me train for this fight. So now he's got a fight coming up, so I came here to help him train. And in the same time, I train a lot of jiu-jitsu to improve my ground game.
Great. You also have Ale Jordan with you too, and he's another person known for his striking. What part of the game has he been helping with the most?
You know, like I try to, you know, to train with the best guy in every aspect of the game, and I think that's why I improve all the time. You know, I don't really care how I look in training. I rather look bad in training and look good in the fight. You know, so it's that's my mentality.
No, that's great, and I've noticed, man, your wrestling. I follow your fights. You know, your wrestling has just improved immensely, just incredible. You know, you got some very impressive, very explosive takedowns, and every fight looks like you do a little bit better than the last one.
I train with very good wrestlers. Actually, a lot of my friends went to Olympic Games at Beijing this summer, so I have a very good quality of training partner in wrestling too, in that department.
Nice. So this next fight you're training for right now is against BJ Penn. This is going to be your second fight with him. Anything specifically that you're concerned about or that you're training for him?
Well, I haven't started my training camp yet. Right now I train to develop my skill to become an overall better fighter. I'm going to start my training camp probably like 8 to 10 weeks prior to the fight. And I'm going to come out with a specific game plan.
Okay. Now over to your teammate, Patrick Cote. He's going to fight for the middleweight title with Anderson Silva. What do you think his chances are of actually being able to take that away from Anderson Silva? Because he is obviously one of the best pound-for-pound fighters around.
Well, you know, I did the mistake myself. You know, I think the biggest mistake a fighter can do is to underestimate his opponent. And you know what I mean? When I lost to Matsara, I was incredibly shocked, and nobody was expecting it. So I think nobody should count Patrick Côté for defeated before the fight. He's a very dangerous fighter. I know because I trained with him, and I think he has more than a chance to win the title, actually.
All right. Impressive words coming from you. Ranking and pound-for-pound fighter are two words that people have talked a lot about you. Does it make a difference with positions and rankings and the fact that you, Ferrer, Silva, and Penn are fighting for the #1 position as pound-for-pound fighters in the world? Does that make any difference in your life?
Well, for sure, it make me feel good. It's a good encouragement when I see that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. But you know what I mean? It changed so fast. You know, I remember when I lost to Sarah, I dropped down to number 15 or something like that. You know, so it doesn't make a big difference for me, actually.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans around the world?
I want to say thanks to all my fans for the support they give me, and for the people in Brazil, pour tout le monde au Brésil, muito obrigado por me ajudar.
All right, thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it. Dennis Ash, InTheGuard.tv, only here.
Wow.